Not the typical video, no introductions. This is a serious video. It's about Dakota. Last Friday, Dakota came home with no shoes on. The shoes were left at school. We're mad.
Very mad.
I was being discharged at the hospital at the time. I wasn't here to express my feelings with the school. Had a talk with the principal while he was at home Friday, so he was distracted a little bit, and he expressed how he was profoundly upset with this, and he was disappointed in this and all that. Offered to do a meeting with us, and I'm like, no, there's no need for a meeting, we just need action. My wife can take it from here because I'm kind of, and at the time, I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. Recently, just knew spots on my lungs, lymph node enlarged, and on top of this, we have this. I don't appreciate it. I don't like it. I hate it. I'm angry. What about you, Wendy? How do you feel? Give your expression.
I'm very, very shocked that they would do something like this, considering their school for disabled kids. I'm not very happy with it, and I'm very shocked and hurt, and I'm just had enough with it. As some of you may know, we've had problems with them last year.
Go over that briefly, baby. I'll tell you what happened last year. Last year, we discovered that he was having problems on the bus, getting on the bus. Found out he was overwhelmed, scared because there was a kid that was screaming and all that. And all this time, they knew it. They knew it. Because when we brought it up that we noticed that he was scared, they said, oh, we knew it. They didn't tell us. I offered to take him to school. And I offered to do anything. You know, I was being nice about it. Next thing you know, got a hotline. Got a hotline. Really? And then, a few weeks later, they call our son's pediatrician, asking questions. Has he ever been abused? Do you think there's an abuse and neglect? Has he ever came up there with strange marks? I got news for you. You hotline somebody. You don't go ask the kids' pediatrician questions. And thank God my pediatrician respected our rights and defended us and said they have no concerns. Now let's go up to this year.
It started with the not bringing him home with any shoes on.
The shoes were left at school, in the gym. I talked to the bus driver today and told him from now on, please make sure that there's shoes on him and do not go anywhere until there are shoes on him. I have to tell the bus driver that? Really? I can kind of understand that you wouldn't notice that. You'd take that for granted that they would put shoes on. But it's wrong all the way around. It's wrong all the way around.
I'm hurt and disgusted with this school.
And then this morning,
I couldn't even dare think about doing that to Dakota.
And come to find out, you can't even hotline them.
No, it seems like they're invisible.
So I tried to do it the criminal way, couldn't get anywhere. I couldn't press charges. So now I am going through legal means, civil means, meaning I'm going to sue them. We're going to sue them. We're going to get a Missouri Protection and Advocacy Agency. It's a charity. They got lawyers. They got disability rights advocates. They think that we're playing games and we don't know how to find help. They think we're uneducated. the principal said that some people just frown on people like us because we're disabled. We're on a limited income. That's what he said today. Now, I don't need this. My wife don't need this since I've been recently medically diagnosed with congestive heart failure and possible lung cancer. I vowed I would never cry on video again. But, you know, I'm tired of it. How about you, Wendy?
I'm tired of it.
But I want you to know that the state schools in Missouri are basically immune from criminal liability unless something physically happens to them, like a beat down or being raped, like this happened a few years ago to a child at that school. In Springfield, Missouri, a kid was physically abused to the point of broken bones. They wait to press charges until there's something like that, where a kid has to be harmed. My son was physically tortured. Then they want to provide excuses and say the shoes were too narrow. They were too small on him. Hello, we got those shoes specifically to fit over his shoe steps. While we're waiting on new shoes last year. And guess what? I put them on there without shoe steps today and made sure, just because I started questioning myself. Sure enough, they got plenty of room.
They're trying to pin it on us for their mistake. It's not going to happen.
We would never put our son in shoes that wouldn't fit him. It's not going to happen. Anyway, I don't know. Is there anything else that I need to say?
They think it's right, by... they said they try to make it right. They brung his shoes back home.
Quickly.
After the fact.
And then they started providing excuses. Well, they hurt him. They're too big on him, really. They're like a size bigger on him. They don't hurt him. My God, they're Nike shoes and they're flexible. They're not the leather kind. I don't know what else to say other than the fact that Prairie View State School for the Severely Disabled, you're on my list now. I will be suing you. I will have to do it that way. Dakota will be provided with an education where he can at least be safe. And if it can't be at your school, I'll ship him to the Thompson Center, E.W. Thompson, or I will have them pay for a private education. Either way, something's going to be done. Accountability is going to be happening. Hopefully the principal will fire somebody or suspend them. Not for me to tell him how to do his job, but I advised him today that he better do something on a personal wise to protect yourself because I'm coming after you. Now, if the state schools in Missouri are protected from being hotline, I'm pretty sure regular schools are that way too, guys. So this goes out to all the parents. If you suspect that your son's being neglected or abused at school in the state of Missouri, go to the Missouri Protection Advocacy. Apply to get represented by them. They have disability rights lawyers and advocates. I guess we'll talk to you later or whatever, but let me see if my wife wants to say anything else. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Out.
Bye.
Bye.